Hey guys, it's Jonathan with The Positive Pin and Project Positivity, and I'm here with Sarah Brooke Lyons.
Yes,
Is that
Sarah Brooke Lyons.
Sarah
Yeah.
Brooke Lyons, I apologize.
Sure, that'll work.
Sarah is doing some amazing things here in San Antonio. She has this amazing project called 1005 Faces, and explain to our fans, what is that?
Okay, I'm photographing 1,005 people in San Antonio is the very basic part of it, and the goal is to showcase how diverse we all are and how interesting we all are in face and thought, and everybody takes a picture, it's in black and white, the lighting's all the same, and they hold up a sign and they write something on it. And that's the basic premise of it.
Why did you want to do that? What prompted you to want to do that? Because that's really creative.
Oh, thanks. This idea came about in a conversation I had with a friend of mine, Shokari Nakaporia, who is the founder of Dream Week. And Dream Week is a 12-day summit in San Antonio. The first year they did it was this year, 2013, and so next year will be the second year. And it's a bunch of events and keynote speakers and lecturers, people celebrating diversity and looking at multicultural issues in San Antonio and kind of taking Martin Luther King's vision and voice and bringing it into our time.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I took thousands of pictures over 12 days. I went to 30 events, and at the end of it I was talking with Sho, and he was saying how I probably had 1,000 different very unique faces I could pull from that collection, and how cool would it be to look at those side by side and what kind of selection that would give us of the San Antonio population. So I took that idea and kind of started from scratch and decided to really explore it with the purpose of showcasing our diversity.
That's really cool. You know, you were actually recommended to get a positive pin because I never met you before the other day. So,
right.
And that's one of my big things, guys. If you know anybody that has a great attitude that you want to recognize with the positive pin, please contact me because I love doing this and I love exposing people's mission and their goals and the positive contribution they're making to society. It's a good thing because there's so much negativity out there that any bit of positivity we can expose people to, I think, is a plus. So
absolutely,
please accept this positive pin.
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
wonderful positive
Oh,
contribution.
I love it. Thank you. How cool is that?
I'm just thankful that you would do this. So,
of course.
One thing I like to also do in the videos is I like to ask, what do you do to stay positive? Because
okay.
you were obviously acknowledged as a positive person.
I love it. That's so exciting. Why that's particularly exciting to me is because my life has been really kind of crazy and really hard. And we all have a story, and we could all write a book, I think. But I have a lot of tragedy, and I have a lot of trauma, and I have a lot of hardship in my life. A lot. And I think that the conscious decision to not dwell on that and to look at those things as fuel for creativity and to look at them as a way to explore myself and taking the time to grieve through them, taking the time to look at them for the difficulties that they are, and then leaving them where they are and choosing to be positive makes all the difference because it's a conscious decision.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, we all have challenges, and I was just reading something the other day. I love this quote that pressure turns coal into diamonds.
Right.
So we all have challenges, and we don't grow. When things are easy, we don't grow. It's getting through the challenging things that make us grow as individuals.
Absolutely.
So, and it's that attitude that you keep through it. Because I have a friend who was negative all the time, and I thought, what a way to live. How unfulfilling of a life is that to live if you're always focusing on the negative things in life? I mean, if we wanted to, we could all focus on negative things.
Sure.
And what kind of an existence is that?
Yeah.
So I love setting myself apart, and I love meeting people who are doing the same.
Cool.
Do you have any stories where you were going through a challenge and you said, I just got to get through this, and then you came out the other side that was like,
well, I guess something relevant right now, the project itself, I was kind of down and out and feeling in a rut and a little disenchanted with my job because I'm a single mom and I'm an entrepreneur and like days get long and sometimes I don't sleep, and I found that I was kind of isolating myself and wanting to be alone, and how isolation is such a scary place to be because the more you isolate yourself, the more you can kind of get into those deep dark pits. So I knew that I couldn't do that, and that if I did that, it was going to be a darker and darker place that I got myself into. So I went into this project thinking, I'm going to do this because this is going to make me be around 1,005 people. And if I am talking to 1,005 people, that's going to take me out of myself a little bit. That's going to remove me from the isolation that I'm choosing. It's going to put me into situations where I can meet new people, I can learn about them, I can hear what they have to say about life, and I can, just not perpetuate those feelings of self-pity.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm doing a speech at the end of this month, and I was going over some of the things that I do to help me stay positive, and immersing myself in work really helps because it gives me a goal to achieve. And there was I heard a speaker at one time say that scientists generally are happier than artists, and the reason why is because scientists, they have a goal and they're working for this goal and they have something that they're working for, so in general they tend to be more positive than artists. I don't know if that's true or not, but I just found that very interesting point of view. And you know, to talk about your mission and your goal in the 1005 Faces, it's awesome because when I saw you there, you were taking photos, and it was just inspiring to me to see you doing something that you obviously are passionate. You obviously like doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so to see somebody doing what they like, I don't know, I couldn't tell if you had challenges, but even if you did, just being, hey, around the next person and taking photos, all of your issues probably went on the back burner because you're doing something that you're passionate about. So that's really awesome.
Mm-hmm. And I'm taking time to engage with the person. So I want to learn about the person that's having their photo taken. I want to know why they wrote that on the sign. I want to know what brought them to the event. And I can't just sit there and think about me and worry about what's going on in my life and what happened earlier. And that day in particular was a really bad day.
Really?
I was a mess. Like, I just had all kinds of drama, and I just showed up. I didn't even know what I was wearing, and my hair was crazy, and I was hot, and but the minute I'm putting that aside and saying, okay, this person, what did they write on this sign, and why did they write? And there was like this guy that played like 4 different instruments, and there was a guy writing a book about faith, and I'm just all kinds of stories and interesting people that you might just pass on the street and never know, but taking the time to engage with them gets me out of myself.
Yeah, everyone has a story. As a waiter, when I waited tables for 10 years, I always found it interesting when I meet somebody and wait on somebody and just think everybody has a different story. Everybody has challenges, and I wonder what their story is and what happened in their life.
Yeah.
And so that's really interesting. So before we go, tell our fans where they can see 1005 Faces, or and you do photography also, right?
Oh, right,
so,
yeah. I do portrait photography. I'm most passionate, though, about the mission work that I'm able to do. I went to Africa last year, and I'll be going to Brazil this year. So gets me out of myself again, changes my perspective a little bit, lets me appreciate life as we have it here. So yes, I do portraits. You can find the project on my website, which is Sarah Brooke Photography. There's a little tab that says 1005 Faces, but really the good place to look for it is Facebook, and it's 1005 Faces on Facebook, and you can talk about it there and tag yourself when you have your picture taken. And I recently put it up on Instagram too, so 1005 Faces.
Cool. And if we want to we can hire you to do our photography stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
okay,
portraits.
Awesome.
Love to take people's pictures.
Well, thank you very much for doing this.
Oh,
I'm
it was
so
great.
glad we met. And
Yes.
we meet people for a reason, and I was invited to that art show, I'm sure, to meet you. So thanks for doing it. Guys, if you are interested in getting a positive pin, you know where to go to. Go to the webpage. It's www.positivepin.com. And if you're interested in seeing other positive testimonials by people making a difference, like Sarah Brooke Lyons, please go to our blog. It's www.thinkpositiveblog.com, and we will see you with our next positive person.